How much does $1 get you on Steam? Is everything in the price range slop, or are there some genuinely great games? Let's take a look and find out. For this video, I'm going to be defining a $1 game as anything less than $2 that isn't free. Sales do count. We're starting things off with King of the Bridge, a chess variant game where you face off against a cheating bridge troll while you slowly attempt to figure out the rules. But once you know the rules, you can catch the trolls cheating and penalize them. Looking at SteamDB, King of the Bridge has been $1.49 during most recent sales. Cross the bridge. No music, just ambience, which is kind of interesting. And I'm sure this is the little goblin ghoul. Yes, it is. Look at him conniving over there. Just under your nose. The tip of your tongue. Don't take a guess. That would not be fun. Many an answer. I look for just one. Do you get it? Oh, I was too busy reading it to actually think about what I was saying. Uh-oh. And I find riddles so boring. So if you wish to cross this bridge, you'll have to play a game. My game. This is it! Get ready for the 11th edition of Advanced Troll Chess. You will find the well-curated rulebook to your right. Let the game commence. Alright, so we got the rulebook here. Rule 0. If you catch the other color cheating, you may cheat during your turn as payback. Horse. Alright, rule 10. If the white king dies, black wins the game. If the black king dies, the crown is given to another member of the royal guard. The perpetual cycle continues. So it seems like checkmate isn't exactly a thing. You actually capture the king. No pieces can move outside the board unless they work out of town. Okay. Some tiles are slippery. Watch out. There's a table of contents. I do agree. All right. I believe I moderately understand the rules. I can put this. I can do anything I want with this, but well, then I'd just get accused of cheating, wouldn't I? Yeah. So if I did like something crazy like that, it would get me. So this is the king. Let's just move kings. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the rule. Hey, those pawns can't move like that. Do you think I wouldn't notice? I see. So if you cheat, you lose. Oh, that makes sense then. Rule 11 is why this doesn't insta-win every single time. Because then he reincarnates. Yeah, then he kills. Yeah, okay. Pawns can only move forward and orthogonal. And I assume they can't capture diagonal. Pawns can capture sideways, can't they? Yeah, they can capture sideways. So this piece actually is not protected at all, is it? But if I do this, it's protected? Well, it's protected by the queen, I guess. I guess let's get the knights in play. What did I do? Only he can jump over other pieces. Okay. And this is he, because it says in the glossary. He. There's really nothing being threatened, so let's just push the pawn forward. Pawns can also move backwards, actually. Okay, thank you. Pawns are just kings, but non-diagonal. Maybe I should just try to get information. The bishop is a vital piece to the chess arsenal. He travels in the direction of X. Okay. Normal. What is this? So you think you can just move the gifts over to your side? Well, not on my watch, you don't. Do not look a horse in the mouth. Do not move the gifts after they have been given. I have no idea what that was, but I guess that was a gift. All right, let's see if I lose. Oh, okay, so pawns do take that way. This just seems like a good trade. So bishops leave gifts when they move. Well, I can get my knight to the gift. So by gift, they mean landmine. I can do this. What? The rook was able to eat one of his own pieces, but my pawns could not be on the same space. What the f... Okay, so my rook is gone. The duck just stole my rook. Okay. And then their rook jumped over the pawn. That's not right. Only he can jump. Yeah, black rook jumped when only he can jump. Whoopsie. Everybody makes mistakes, right? You may cheat this turn. So there's a lot of power right here in how I cheat and what I do. I could ascend a pawn instantly. I could get the rook in a place where I'm not able to protect myself, or I could get the king. But getting the king is bad for me because it will just reincarnate. I think it's best for me to castle. Well, not really, but it's best for me. Oh, what the hell happened? The fair lady moves like a half castle plus bishop. She is very nice, but has power. What about everything else that happened? So the board rotated and all my pieces fell. Also, where is my rook? He's still just gone. The duck took him and he never came back. Crown guy can do as he pleases, but he is also lazy. He moves like this. The fact that they cheated with their bishop twice means I think they might be able to just do that, but I'm willing to lose instantly to gain some info. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Okay, the black bishop works outside of town or something. So we're gonna call it here because I don't want to spoil everything about the game. In total, King of the Bridge took me about 5 hours to reach every ending. I really enjoyed my time with it. It's a silly game that doesn't take itself too seriously. If you're a chess person, I would highly recommend giving it a go. Next is Brutal Katana. It can best be described as a parkour-based time attack challenge where you slash through floating heads and listen to a high-energy music playlist. Think about it like a streamlined version of Neon White. The game has been 99 cents for every site-wide Steam sale in the past 9 months. One last thing.
Oh, just one more thing, sir.
The soundtrack is a major part of the experience, but I suspect there will be copyright issues if I leave it in due to the music provider, so I had to remove it, but I did my best to approximate the vibe in editing. Alright. Okay, now we got controls. Very small crosshair. Arrow keys? Nope. Wasta? Yes. Q like 180s me. That's very interesting. Okay, so shift is a slide, space is jump.
Hey, you. Finally awake.
Welcome to my reality. You must be wondering why you're here. Hostile entities have invaded this reality. With that katana, they can be stopped. See that head over there? Kill it. And when all the heads are dead, the chains will drop. That's when you kill the statue. When the statue has been killed, more heads will appear. Kill them all and then escape through the exit portal. Okay, so it's mouse 2 to vertical, mouse 1 to horizontal. So... Okay, and there's like a very obvious reticle that goes... I'm gonna retry for a better time. Oh, that's what the Q's for. That lets you 180 really easily. I'm definitely like walking towards the statue more than I need to be. Ooh, a new PB. Ah, still not enough. I need just the tiniest. I need 100 milliseconds more or so. And that would just be better, like, managing speed and hitting the heads at good range. Let's take a more aggressive angle. And I wonder when I can turn around. Oof. Okay, boop. There we go, I got it. I didn't notice any like crazy tech, but we'll see. Good job on killing those entities. It is now time for you to learn some movement techniques. Press shift to slide. Sliding down slopes increases your speed. Yeah, I noticed that. So that's like the main way to gain speed, is sliding down slopes. Move straight into a wall while airborne to start wall climbing. Stop moving into the wall to stop wall climbing. Okay. Okay. What do I need? 14? I'm pretty close. I kind of have a feeling that I should always be holding shift, but like, I don't actually know. But it does increase my actual like movement speed when not going down slopes, so I guess I need to know what the sliding rules are. Nice, that was really easy. Alright. Move along the wall while airborne to start wall running. Press space while wall running to jump off the wall. Fuck. Okay. Oh, and that's where the exit is. Okay. I like walked by it. Fuck. Okay, so you can kill 2 enemies in 1 strike. That's interesting. And I think if you swing the katana, it probably like momentarily slows you down because there's like a lag frame when you do it. So I assume it's optimal to try to kill 2 in 1 go as much as possible, because that will like save you the tiniest bit of time on every swing. Bruh, I'm garbage. I'm washed up. I haven't even started playing this game and I'm already washed up. Okay. So this is definitely like a focus trance sort of game. Cool. Okay, get it, switch it. Oh, I jumped too high. I shouldn't have jumped off that wall because you're fastest on the ground because you can slide, I think. When wall climbing, push space to turn one. Yeah. But then you can also push Q to turn 180 again. That's an interesting tech. Is that like the fastest way to go up walls is to wall climb, jump, and then Q it? Yeah, I think it's not possible. Don't move the mouse, just jump. It auto turns you. I keep trying to like turn with the jump. I don't need to do that. In fact, it's literally terrible for me to try. So my thoughts on Brutal Katana is I loved it. It was super fun just to grind each level and try to go for the 3-star. This is also one of the only games that I didn't intend to finish when I started playing, that I actually just had to come back to finish because I was having so much fun. The second half of the game has a few things that weren't seen in the recording, like jump pads and zip lines, you know, just a few other little mechanics like that. But the game was really fun, and I'd have to say that this is probably my favorite out of everything in this video. When looking for stuff for this video, most of the promising games I found were from a few years ago, so I decided to try and find a recently released game to see if there's still interesting stuff coming out in the $1 range. What popped into my browsing solar system was a little game named Orbit. This one immediately drew my attention. It's a side-scrolling adventure game where you explore a ruined planet as a solar-powered robot. E to boot. Boop. Alright. So all I know is that we got a battery and we need to explore around. So the battery's on the left, it's charging in the sun. We can scavenge this guy, okay. What do you got? Thanks for waking me up. By sharing power, you can activate other facilities and robots. But be careful, it seems your battery only works when the sun is out. Okay, so perhaps it's going to be nighttime as well. So we need to conserve our energy to make sure we don't die. Is this just like an endless scrap pile? Yeah, and I see that it's starting to get late. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's the run away. Door's locked. Okay, and then this is like a spherical planet, right? Have you been to the industrial area? If you're going to there, make sure you bring some iron ingots with you. I'll stay here. I like trees. And then while talking, the time did pass. So that's important to know, is that like nothing... Ooh, I like the music actually. It's ambient, it's sort of solemn. And then this can turn power into iron? Yeah, okay. Unlock robot factory, okay. So far it's just walking around, interacting with stuff. Extend max power. Okay, so that gives us upgrades. I wonder how big the planet is. Scrapper. exchange. If we can buy communicators, dynamite, and gunpowder, all for iron. So far, we're just doing our first loop, I guess. We can turn scraps into iron and iron into cells here. And then this probably gives us scraps. Yeah. So mostly we're just trying not to power down in the nighttime. Found gunpowder. Ooh, we can awaken one of the big robots. Yeah. I just want to wake everybody up. Power restoration confirmed. Rebooting now. Assessing surroundings. I see this is... I've been... Sorry, but could you check the laboratory ahead? I don't think I can move. Am I back at the start? Okay, so that's a full loop. That's a full loop. And then this is scraps. I got enough of those for now. I have a key card? Since when? You unlock the door and enter the house. Found a broken communicator. So I want to get iron ingots, I think. And I can turn scrap into iron. And then let's do this. So that's pretty fast. And you don't actually have to be at these places? No. No, you don't. Okay. Now let's go back and get an upgrade. Let's do speed upgrade. Oh, out of stock. So that's a one guy. Oh, now I'm like significantly faster. All right. And that will be ready for me when I come back tomorrow. Oh, something changed. Something like a gem is buried. It seems you can take it out if you break it, but I don't have an ability to break it. How about you? Nice scarf. We don't usually wear clothes ourselves. It means that there was someone who cared about you. All right. And then I need some way to break into things. If we could reboot the surveillance satellite, we could initiate an emergency protocol. But now that the last core is lost, that's impossible. There are no crystals left anywhere to make the reactor. Okay. So we need to find a way to break the crystal and just like break into a few spots. Found a broken communicator. Nothing special. Nothing special. More gun. Oh, dynamite? Probably, yeah. Okay. So I bought some dynamite. That should probably allow me to get the crystal. Yeah, yeah, okay. Use dynamite to take out the crystal. The crystal, it's still here. It has a mass of highly concentrated energy. This planet once thrived greatly because of the crystal, and it was destroyed by it. So I need to break into that facility, which means I need more iron. I'm just trying to unlock everything so I can see what my options are. Okay, so I can just fabricate dynamite by myself. I can also fabricate communicators and the reactor. So let's make a dynamite. So that means I can actually start fabricating the reactor, right? I really like the ambient music. It's very nice. This is a totally mistake. Bad end. Okay, you do just like straight up die. Okay, let's awaken everybody. That rainbow line, the RGB line, should probably be where you lose power, not like around where you lose power, because that definitely gets you if you're playing particularly aggressive. Processing plant, which means I can make the reactor and some dynamite. Reactor reduces power decreasing. And now I need to set up a communicator, I think. So let's dynamite this. Found a cell. Nothing special. Okay, that's 3 communicators. Yeah, I really don't know what to do. I guess there's like 1 or 2 things that can blow up still. And I'm just sort of stuck here waiting for the ability to interact with the things I want to interact with. Because I can move way faster than the day-night cycle. Also, I think it's getting smaller. Oh yeah, I think it's like getting way smaller what's actually day and what's actually night. Because it feels like my power is depleting everywhere, but like a very, very small section. Oh, it's like depleting everywhere. But then what do I do with the communicator? Oh, go here? Huh. I'm not really sure what the win condition actually is. It's probably like awaken everyone and then activate the satellite, but I was a little slow with that. Oh, interesting. So everything like withers away over time. So you have a very limited amount of days to do stuff. And then that bunker ends up opening up eventually when the trees wither away? Okay. I'm trying to think like what actually matters. And I think the only thing that matters is the reactor and the satellite. So now what? Oh, we can go in here now. Okay, so that opens this door, which brings us to the core. And then this is probably the end of the game. Cool. So that was just like a very, very tiny little game. Orbit is a pretty short game. In total, it took me about 55 minutes to beat, and that was with failing twice pretty late on. Even still, the game's charm won me over. The concept of being a little battery-powered robot roaming around a dead world was very compelling to me. Needing to stay in the light to keep from losing power has a lot of potential, and I think it could be expanded upon to make a longer game where the player might have to dive into caves or enter buildings to retrieve important relics from the past. The pixel art for the characters and environment is really well done, and the world slowly dying while the nights become longer was very atmospheric and a cool way to create a time limit. Everyone who worked on this game should be proud of what they made, and I'm really hoping they make more games in the future. I'm going to be doing things a little differently for this one. We're skipping straight to the review. Superflight is an arcadey high-score wingsuit game. The gameplay is pretty simple. Fly through obstacles or next to walls to get points, and the longer you keep getting points, the higher your combo multiplier gets. Superflight is solid, but not exceptional. Flying around feels good enough, but even the devs know that this isn't a game that will hold players' attention for very long. It's fun for a bit, then it gets stale pretty fast. The procedural generation doesn't do the game any favors. On average, the randomly generated maps just aren't too interesting. While it is cool that a single run can switch between different maps, the gameplay remains mostly unchanged. When I compare Superflight to Brutal Katana, a very similar game that I absolutely adored, I can't help but come to the conclusion that the pre-made level structure of Brutal Katana was a large part of that. I played quite a few games for this video, and of the ones that didn't make the cut to be mentioned, most of them were in the same boat as Superflight. Fine games with nothing particularly wrong with them, but they don't have anything that grabbed me or left a meaningful impression. Next up we have Insomnia: Theater in the Head, a hand-drawn mixed media point-and-click game depicting the restlessness of sleepless nights. Here's the price history. Okay, interesting. There's a little bit of game before the main menu. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. That's kind of a neat situation. Well, let's start a new game then. Hi. Hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Again. I'm here, here, here. It's time to sleep now. 11 o'clock? Too early. I'm exhausted. I'm excited. And it's silent. What ball? Ball is life. What the? What's going on here? Oh. How am I supposed to sleep if you're here like this? I knew it! I've got a whole bunch of new ideas to show you. Wait a minute. I'll set the stage for you. What? No. Please. Wait. Ooh, the bongos go crazy. Prologue. Roll on the show. Yep. Stop it. Stop it. Get this out of here. Cut! I'll put a light bulb here. If you need a hand, click on this light bulb. Ooh, that's a neat shine the bulb around. I'll give you some useful tips. If you really want to be helpful, just let me sleep. Right! Let's go on. Bastard. Oh, so you click it once and then you don't hold, and it only stays here. Except the chain and stage accidents. Nothing stops me. Yep. Finally. Still here. I've got a lot more. You want to have a look? Tick tock, time flies. Oh no. It's already 12:30. Listen, the clock is ticking like a metronome. I hear nothing. Act 1. the tune of time. Oop. Frog! Hey, Froggy. Where you go? FML. More noise. Oh my god. Just get out of here. Just, I don't need you. What the? Oh man. You think sheep counting helps? Alright, we got some music. Frog. 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 Cat? No. Frog. Frog. Toucan? No. Frog. Frog. Dog? Cat. Cat. Dog. Ah, yeah, that will work. Act 2. The nerve-wracking news. Probably all the touchscreens and stuff. Oh yeah, we doom scrolling tonight, boys. Oh yeah, baby. Pop-ups. Love clicking those guys. You rat bastard. Okay, got ya. Alright. Ooh. Cards. I love cards. Me. Oh. Ooh. Let's just shoot down the messages in the sky. Get the air out of here. Okay, I think I've done all my doom scrolling for the night. Can I pass the fuck out now? Yeah! Exhaustion! Woo! That's how you go to bed. From here on, the game continues alternating dialogue and simple puzzles. We follow the protagonist through her memories and regrets until she ultimately gives up fighting and lets her mind wander. Despite the gameplay being rather shallow, I appreciate tiny artistic games like this. One of the few things that's good about super cheap games like this is that they aren't constrained by big budgets or expectations, so they're allowed to just be tiny little experiences that highlight some gameplay mechanic or concept. Insomnia was made by Perfect Day Studio, who are working on a pretty cool game right now called We Junk Artists. It's like Pictionary or Gartic Phone, but instead of drawing, you create collages out of random objects. It looks like it has a lot of promise. We're ending things off with The Last Campfire. This one's fairly well known, but I wanted to try it out anyway. It's a cute exploration puzzle game that looks pretty interesting. Despite being $15 normally, the game is very frequently on sale for $1.49. No!
There is a place where the lost embers go as their light begins to fade.
Boop. I like the little jelly guys, they're cute. Everything's cute.
Ember felt so afraid and alone that it was a relief to find someone to talk to.
I don't think you're gonna be talking to them. Yeah.
Ember froze, almost too frightened to look away. When they noticed a small satchel.
Grave robbing? Nice. You won't need it. He was number one. Okay. Stranger's satchel.
The satchel felt heavy. Ember looked inside. The statue shone brightly in the light.
And then this probably just won't
Ember
open for
noticed
us.
Something wrong.
Oh, it's upside down. I see. Easy. Okay, so we're dragging here. So we just keep rotating it until everything is... Yeah. Not a very secure lock, because I feel like I could have just kept rotating it until it went, but... That's fine. We don't need to get LPL on the case here.
There was a round space where something used to fit.
Oh, I wonder what it is. Perhaps the only option I have.
To Ember's delight, the golden statue slid perfectly into place.
Okay, so just normal sliding puzzle. And then weep, weep, weep. Do I get the idol back, or is it gone for good? That's looking pretty gone. Okay. So that was like multiple puzzles layered together. Very good style, simple puzzles.
Stairway opened into a dark forest.
Damn birds. Are you going to help me now, or are you going to just get me lost again? Music's good. If the music's good, it just like gives it so many free points.
As Ember approached, the flames seemed to call out.
Alright. Ooh, it's Catherine. Not exactly.
Ember felt lost in darkness and ruin.
Alright, classic Zelda puzzle.
The caged flame stoked new hope in Ember.
All the sound design so far is pretty good.
Hope was almost within reach.
Now, the puzzle quality is extremely simple, but, I mean, it's still tutorial, so we'll see. We'll see how it scales. Oh. Interesting.
The ghost spoke. Hope has returned to a forlorn. I will warm them until they choose to move on. This is a place between places to travel through as your light fades, but none have passed on in a long time. The Forest King now holds us here, and those who linger will turn forlorn.
Okay, so it's a hint system, and then it also basically I need to find 4 embers, and then probably the 3 other ones are optional. Or what about you? Okay, and then now this is like a little puzzle. Then we can turn stuff. So let's grab this statue and just put it on the one that seems to be activated. And then what about here? Does that lock it in place, or what's going on here? Yeah, it disengages the spinner. Which actually means we want to lock this guy in place, because these two are synced. And then we want to keep them synced, and basically sync them up with this one. And then now we make sure that they all are disengaged. Cool, I can just put it on the ground. And then, yeah. Okay, so we just needed to sync them. Pretty easy. And then the idol just basically allowed me to freeze one in place. And we save him? Okay, okay. Pretty simple. Pretty easy. I wonder if the colors mean anything. Because the cloaks the different embers have are all different colors.
The stranger looked at Ember with surprise.
There are
Somewhat
2 of you now.
reluctantly.
Why did... What?
Thank you.
What? What do you got? It's not going to let me just take it. And then it flies over here. And drops it into the water. I guess I could jump down and be trapped forever.
The fisherman murmured quietly between sorrowful breaths.
Oh, he needs to be saved. I didn't even realize he was a statue.
The fisherman felt so useless. His former joys were hollow. Sitting out there every day by the pond, only the dark water to hear him talk. In that darkness, a glimmer flickered.
Oh, and then this will put out the glimmer.
A thought beating
Okay.
like a drum.
I was wondering what the point of these guys were.
A thought that went round and round.
And then it pushes the... Okay.
shouldn't
I was
have
really
done.
wondering what those things were for. Well, you got a net that I can probably take.
The broken net hung ominously around the skeleton's neck.
Broken fishing net. Can probably give that to the fisherman.
The fisherman noticed the broken net Ember was carrying.
Yeah, take it.
Let me have a look. See what I can do. With a silk thread, the fisherman carefully knotted it together.
Net. That gives me the key. I don't see it, but there it is. Okay. Let's talk to the ghost now. My 15th achievement in this game so far, because there's a million of them.
Ghost said, "You have done all you can, little one. Your journey lies ahead.
Okay.
Little one, your journey ahead will not be easy. The path to leave this place is blocked. I will guide others to follow after you clear the way."
Alright. I like the UI so far. It's very good at giving you the information you need.
Ember approached the forlorn, but felt it was different. They said, "I know what I need to do, what I need to feel. I don't want to be helped." Ember could not help. Not all problems were puzzles to be solved. "The Forest King will want to see you. Yes, come this way." A feeling of foreboding overcame Ember.
Oh, that's a cool design. Now, they seem like a real jerk,
Ember
though.
was terrified but tried not to show it. The giant's bird spoke softly. "Another little Ember. Speak, little one. Do not fear. The bird is a friend." Ember wanted to feel safe.
I don't think so.
"Oh, little Ember, birds won't hurt you. Birds will take another under our wing. Stay safe in the nest, you'll never turn forlorn." Ember was still afraid. "Is it the night that scares you, little one?" "See, night is gone. Day is here. Birds will make the world less frightening." It wasn't only the night that frightened Ember. The bird was disappointed. "Stay? No need to help, silly forlorn. Hope is false. Hope hurts little ones in the end. Search for hope no more. Now take this feather. Feather means Ember is one of us now. Birds keep little ones safe. Birds should never leave the nest."
So this is just progress gated by
Got your first
seeing that
feather,
cutscene.
I see. Best prove yourself, Scruff. Stand watch here. Promise you won't let anyone pass.
Oh yeah, totally no one will pass. Not a single ember. Anyway, let's go. The Last Campfire is simple and charming. The puzzles never got particularly hard, but they make up for it by constantly introducing new elements. While the story isn't anything to write home about, it is a solid narrative on perseverance and finding hope. There are a few genuinely compelling moments to be found here, like how you aren't able to help every forlorn you come across. The character designs are also quite inspired and engaging. If you're willing to do some digging, there are some legitimately good games on Steam for $1. This video is far from an exhaustive list. I just didn't have enough time to cover every single game that appealed to me. If you're looking for creative, bite-sized experiences, honestly the under $4 range is a good place to look, since they're in the sweet spot of being cheap enough to be adventurous while still being worth the time and effort for the developer, since they're able to make some money from them, unlike with free games. So, this is my first time making something like this. If you could tell me what you thought of it, that would be great. Importantly, stuff like pacing and such. I didn't want the video to be super long, like some of Pine's more recent episodes of Steam Dumpster Diving, but I also feel like I might have been overly brief on some games. I don't know, making stuff is hard. Anyway, bye!